All right, the liberal bias and anti-Americanism is infiltrating America's public schools. Now, last week we told you about a group of California students who were disciplined for wearing American flag T-shirts to school on Cinco de Mayo. And now another California student, this time a 13-year-old girl, has been reprimanded by a teacher for making this drawing of the American flag, which reads, "God bless America." Now, meanwhile, a student in the same class was praised for making a drawing of the anointed one, President Barack Obama. Now, the school's principal reportedly apologized when he heard about the incident, but the teacher, who deemed the drawing offensive for whatever reason, still has not apologized. And joining me now from Morgan Hill, California, are the young girl who made that drawing of the flag, Taryn Hathaway, and her mother, Tracy. Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having us, Sean.
All right, Taryn, let's start at the beginning. So you're given an assignment in class. What was the assignment?
It was to sketch whatever you wanted to, and when you were finished, you had to have pointillism.
Okay, and so there was no restriction, there was no guidance. You got to choose what you wanted to draw, right?
Yes.
Okay, and this was not a political class, not a religious class. This was an art class?
Yes.
Okay, so now walk us through. So you draw a picture. By the way, you're very talented. And what grade are you in, Taryn?
7th.
All right, you're in seventh grade.
7th grade.
All right, so you drew a beautiful picture, the American flag, God bless America. What happened from there?
She walked up to me and said it was offensive, and I asked why, and then she just walked away, not telling me why.
And you never got an explanation as to why?
No.
No.
All right, and tell us about you had another student in the class that drew a picture of Barack Obama. I assume they had a little, bubble that said, "Yes, we can," chan, chan, chan. I mean, what did the teacher say to that?
She said, "Thank you for supporting our country."
Wow. Now,
yeah.
Mom, you and apparently your husband stepped into this, and you went to school. What happened from there?
We had a meeting with the principal and the teacher, and my husband asked her point blank, "What do you find offensive about my daughter's art? The flag or God bless America?" She didn't have an answer for us, and she still hasn't answered. She then said that she didn't say that she never said the flag was offensive, the drawing was offensive. It wasn't until later in the meeting when she found out that another student in the class had heard what she'd said that she backtracked and said, "Well, I could have said it. I can't remember if I said it." But again, there's been no apology, so...
All right, so once the teacher was caught, the teacher tried to deny it, then there was a witness, so, I might have said it at that point, which is an admission.
Right.
So why would the principal apologize and not force the teacher to apologize? Because don't you think this crosses a line as a parent, that this teacher is trying to indoctrinate and impose their political views on your daughter?
Absolutely. And the one thing that I've never had issue with the drawing of the president. My issue was, why is that acceptable and supportive, but the one thing that in this country stands for the freedom and liberties we all hold dear is offensive? I've never understood that. So the principal apologized for for us having to go through this and deal with this. He was appalled that the teacher had said that.
Karen, this may sound like a basic question. You're in 7th grade. Why did you decide to draw this particular picture, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind. The reason why I drew it was because we can draw whatever we want, and I wanted to show that I'm a free American citizen, and I can draw whatever I want, and I wanted to support our country.
And what is the reaction of other students and other kids in school been?
They just said, "Wow, why'd she say that?"
You mean in the teacher?
The support has been overwhelmingly.
It's positive. Okay. Do you want this? Do you just want an apology, or do you think it would be appropriate for the teacher to be fired?
Really, all we're looking for is an apology for our daughter for the fact that she's been made an example of in a classroom that really there was no call for. It was outrageous and should never have happened.
All right. If the apology is not forthcoming, do you go further with this?
Yes, we will.
You will go further?
Yes.
All right. Well, Taryn,
yes.
You're a great role model to a lot of kids. And by the way, I think your art is spectacular. And if you want to sell it, I'm willing to put in a bid, okay?
Thank you.
All right, and thank you both for being with us. Appreciate it. And coming up, senior members of the administration, they're abusing their power and costing you a whole lot of money. We'll tell you how. Plus, Dr. Doom. That's right, Rubini. Nouriel Roubini, the economist, the one guy who predicted the global economic turndown, is here, and we'll have his latest predictions straight ahead.